man. Y'all already know who it is. BigTruDat, Late Bloomer, Late Bloomer podcast, man. What poppin', man? We gonna get it. We gonna keep this morning out, man. With my boy YP Hood Rich is whatever my baby. We gonna run it. Then we gonna get into the live. I just came in from a morning ride, clearing my head. You know, just refreshing. I like to give me a morning ride in on the bike, man. So definitely refreshing, rejuvenated, ready for today, ready for this morning. Top of the motherfucking morning, man. Biggest bloom, BigTruDat. Whatever my baby, YP Hood Rich. Make sure y'all go check it out. Go run it up. And after this, man, we finna get into the Tyre Nichols trial. Going to run a couple videos and get a couple reactions from y'all, man. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share, man. Whatever my baby, YP Hood Rich. Matter of fact, let me show you y'all. We're gonna get into the video.
Your eyes are geek, now I'm keeping you crying. No way I'm sleeping with you, killing bitch. I don't see nothing, though. All I'm seeing is you. You know you're my baby. When I show you the crew, they tell me what I'm like. They might cover you down, just cover the house with flowers, show them who I want to.
Make sure y'all go run it up. Let's get them up to 1,000 views.
I wanna make you better, long like I make you mine. Whatever my baby, yeah, you know you my baby. You never gotta ask you touch. Whatever my baby, it's just me versus them. Nobody on earth shoes. Whatever my baby, I wanna make you better. I wanna make you mine.
Top of the morning.
I wanna show you the world. Ain't nothing better to do, nothing better than you. I wanna be careful with you.
Just a little morning interlude before we get into the live, man.
Come in your life and show you how to play my part. I ain't keeping you proud. No way I'm sleeping with you. Killing bitch. I don't see nothing better. All I'm seeing is you. You know you my baby. I show you the crew and tell them what I might do. When I cover you down, just cover the house with flowers, show them who I wanna do. Whatever my baby, I'm putting pressure behind your face. I never decline. Whatever my baby, I wanna make you better. Long like I make you mine. Whatever my baby, yeah, you know you my baby. You never gotta ask you touch. Whatever my baby, it's just me versus them. Nobody on earth shoes. Whatever my baby, I ain't quit drinking the bully, spoil you, show you how all this shit can get. Onto my change and decline.
A lot of good music over here with YP, man. YP always been cold with the music,
you better than me, teach you how to get rich. And me and you versus the world, nobody else. Your eyes are geek. I ain't keeping you proud. No way I'm sleeping with you. Killing bitch. I don't see nothing better. All I'm seeing is you. You know you're my baby. But I show you the proof and tell them what I might do. Might cover you down, just cover the house with flowers, show them who I wanna do. Whatever my baby, I'm putting pressure behind your face.
Who be the YP Hood Rich? Go tap in with his YouTube. Go tap in with him on IG.
Nobody on earth shoes, whatever my baby.
He got one more. Let me play this joint one more time and we finna get into the live, man. Make sure y'all go run them up. YP Hood Rich. Mixtape just dropped a couple days ago. Shit, free promotion, man.
Just sitting here clearing the earth. Lame man nigga trying to act like I ain't the one. Trying to play me shot like I ain't the one. Count me out. When you stay there though, I ain't never come back. I see you niggas trying to play on side like they ain't gonna come and slide no matter what. You need some on me, I ain't never switched on the game.
You rap on string. You rap on string. Nah, I'm just getting ready for the live. I rap sometime. Play my music sometime. I'm just supporting one of the niggas I grew up with. Ooh, I wanna let it blow. I wanna let it blow. Oh, I wanna say I don't fuck with you. I wanna let it Make sure y'all go run them up. Wappy Hood Rich. Oh, love we share. I don't fuck with you. These motherfuckers made me feel like I can sing. I ain't gonna lie. Let me sit down. We finna get into this live though, man. Tyre Nichols trial. Tyre Nichols. Of course, y'all know shit happened a couple years ago. Police shit basically pulled him over. Some type of a traffic stop gone wrong. Traffic stop gone wrong. Basically, that's what we know so far. It was a video of it. They chased him. Held him down, held him up. He was kicked, punched, shit, whatever you want to call it. He was jumped, and the police are on trial now, arresting officers on trial. I guess this is the one that decided he was gonna cooperate, and so we're gonna get into it. Just give a little reaction about it because you know it happened in the city of Memphis. It have been so much about it, you know. It was possibly over a female, just an unfortunate situation, man. So when you get, let me just say this, and bro who's speaking is he say from Cincinnati, I think, but here it is. You know, we talk about the gun violence in Memphis, and we talk about, you know, the regular citizens cutting up, bullshitting. But here it is, you got the police. You know, not only black police, not only police from the community, but black, young, who's supposed to kind of understand the demographics of what's going on, man, using the badge to their advantage in order to do bullshit. So how can you know, say the normal citizens need to change when law enforcement doing shit to this degree? I mean, they really hunted dude. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the like I said, ex-cop Desmond Mills testifies to beating Tyre Nichols.
That will be sort of concurrent. Do you know what concurrent means? Let's start with your name.
Desmond Mills.
And you spell it for the benefit of the court clerk.
DESMONDMILLS.
And Mr. Mills, first,
Court TV, Desmond Mills.
You are charged in this case, in this indictment.
Yes.
That you are charged with murder, second degree, with aggravated kidnapping.
Said cries on stand.
Official misconduct, official.
What it do, Elwood?
Yes.
Are you also charged?
Top of the morning, man. Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
Have you entered a guilty plea in federal court?
Yes.
Have you also entered into an agreement in state court which amounts to a guilty plea?
Yes.
Have you been told?
Right now we getting into the Tyre Nichols trial.
Be sent by a federal judge.
The guy that was killed, I want to say a couple years ago, by 4 or 5 police officers. Traffic stop gone wrong. Supposed to be some, you know, some fucking on this woman going on, allegedly. Everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes.
The maximum sentences are life sentences. Is that correct?
Yes.
Have you been told that your truth will be taken into consideration? The truthful testimony, the telling the truth, will be taken into consideration.
Hey, I was on, hold on, let me stop this real quick.
Are you hoping
Let me stop this real quick. I was at a meeting today, well, yesterday, and let me say this. Man, that's why I say I appreciate the bloomers, the subscribers and shit like that, because 2 days in a row, I'd have been, you know what I'm saying, on my job, moving around, and I done met two people who tell me they fuck with the podcast, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, so they watch me every day. So, shout out. Oh, shit. I can feel. See how that fire make a motherfucker rat. Shout out to my boy Quiz, who say he tune in to the podcast all the time. He actually plugged me with a lot of positive figures in the neighborhood, in the community. So shout out to Quiz. And also, I had a guy on here, used to play in the NBA, Q Woods. I remember him from high school. I was younger. He was much older than me though, but I remember him from high school. And I always kind of looked up to him from afar. So I seen one of his brothers yesterday, or day before yesterday, which would be Monday on the job. And he was like, yeah, bro, I be tuning in to the podcast for sure. So Woods hit me up yesterday and was like, yeah, such and such. Just told me his people seen me out. So, man, shout out to my boy Quintel Wood. Shout out to his brother. Shout out to Quiz for tuning into the podcast, though, for real. Quiz spoke highly of me, though, man. So I definitely appreciate that, man, for real. Back to it, though. God damn. Okay.
Yes.
Have you been told that if you are truthful,
Broke 24K, what's going on? Top of the morning. Could y'all be so kind to come in and hit that like button? It helps with the algorithm.
Yes.
and have you been told that the highest number that the federal government will ask for you to be sentenced to is 15?
You feel me, Elwood? We thinking alike. Hit that like button.
Yes.
But have you also been told
Man, after this, we're gonna get into it. I didn't actually know that 50 Cent and Jay Prince might have some issues.
do you understand that the federal judge could give you life sentences?
Yes.
Do you understand the federal judge could also ignore the recommendation of 15 years and give you less than that?
Yes.
Theoretically,
Elwood, you know anything about this case right here, Elwood?
Yes.
or a prison sentence up to life in federal prison.
Yes.
I got this female rapper from Chicago tapping in. We finna get her on the interview soon too. Story time. We're gonna sit down and talk about it.
Yes.
Let me pass you this document and ask you if you recognize it.
Yes.
Is that also the agreement you have with the state prosecutors?
Let me get into them questions though.
And have you signed that document? And how long were you with the police program?
6 years. 6 years.
So he said they said he switched his testimony up a couple times.
Names, precinct,
This the guy said,
originally precinct.
let me find the initials, John.
On CD.
This the guy here, man. He the one said he hit him with the baton.
Originally.
He said he hit him with the
Your
baton.
house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system. We're looking for homeowners with invalid.
So Paul, how impressive was the Warriors win last night?
This was a great win, but
Man, what the fuck is going on?
January 7th of 2023. Okay? Tell me about that night.
Okay.
I was working the Scorpion unit, and
Scorpion unit.
me and Dean, we had someone under arrest for a traffic stop violation.
Let me interrupt you real quick. When you say Dean, do you mean Tiberius Dean?
Yes.
You see him in the courtroom today.
Traffic stop violation.
And you point him out.
Turns into
What he's wearing and what he's seated.
It's a navy blue suit, blue tie, blue shirt.
I think he nodded at you, but what
yeah, he just nodded.
He's sitting beside Smith.
Mr. Smith is in the number one, in the seat number one.
Okay, so,
Mr. Dean is number two.
yes, number 2 seat.
Anybody know? Are they in jail right now?
We conducted a traffic stop.
Are they going to trial from jail or they on the street?
Suspect at the time was handcuffed in the backseat of my car. I was driving, Dean was driving alongside with me.
So this, what area town are you in?
We are in Ridgely area.
We just gonna hear what he did, and then we gonna open up for a little open discussion.
Is that downtown?
No, that's East Memphis.
Okay, East Memphis. And are you familiar with sort of a large neighborhood's not the right word, area of Memphis called Hickory Hill?
Yes,
Ridgeway is part of Hickory Hill?
yes,
And what, are there businesses in
Hickory Hill.
yes, a lot of businesses.
There's places to eat.
Yes,
And there's also neighborhoods with residential houses.
yes,
And is this the area that y'all have been sent to that night?
yes.
Go ahead.
And he was handcuffed in the backseat of my car, and then right before me and Bean were about to search his vehicle, we heard on the radio an officer keyed up said they have on resist,
Two bald head niggas.
spray, and tase, and now he's running.
All right, so someone that's resistant, pepper spray and tase.
Resisted, pepper spray, tased.
Naturally, when you hear that come across the radio as an officer,
You
you're
panic.
supposed to go and help your fellow officers because you don't know what's going on over there. So when we heard it, we released the guy we had. It was just a minor offense. And we got into my car, and then we drove to the area where the location that they put out.
So listen to him.
We were there.
So basically, when this shit go over your scanner, when you hear we done tased them, we done pepper sprayed them, I guess you in the car, your adrenaline pumping. I gotta get to it, I gotta get to it, I gotta get to it, I gotta get to it. It's a rush now. You ready to get over there and help join.
The stop was Ross and Reigns.
Gotta make me a grilled cheese this morning.
And
How far away from Ross and Range are y'all? For how long did it take? I'm not really asking. I don't care about distance.
it wasn't too far, maybe a mile and a half or 2 far.
Okay.
It wasn't too far. And we got there, they said that Miss Nichols went southbound on Ross. So I turned down Ross, me and Bean started driving down Ross. Took the first left.
Me and Bean.
It was a residential neighborhood, and we drove all around the neighborhood, and we didn't see Mr. Nichols. But when I pulled out to continue to go southbound on Ross, as I was driving, I just looked in my rearview mirror, and then I saw Mr. Nichols just appear right there in the road, and I said, "Bean, I think that's him." I turned around.
This is the arresting officer.
Mr. Nichols, he said it, and then he rolled the window down.
Is this the nigga that had on that skull cap?
Mr. Nichols took off running, and that's when Bean got the car first. He started chasing him.
And would it be fair, interrupt you, would it be fair to say that
Excuse me.
whatever description you all were given of Mr. Nichols, did that person match that description?
Yes, and he was wiping his face. And he was on his face, like, I think it was a shirt or something. And so Bean took off running. I got in the car. I started running. I turned back because I forgot to lock the car. I locked the car, and then by the time I turned around, I didn't see Bean or Miss Nichols no more. So I just started running, and then I seen.
I was running.
We went up another street. I don't know the name of that street. And then that's when I saw Bean again, Mr. Nichols, and I seen it was Smith's car. And then there was some residents outside, and I asked them, what's the name of the street? Because I didn't know.
I wish I knew how to do that. Fast forward this shit to just the key points, cause he talking so fucking.
The rest of the other one with Bean, Smith. And
What is it? Lethargic.
Dispatch me, on the radio, where y'all were at.
yes. So, and then I ran up there, and I immediately pepper sprayed him.
Immediately pepper sprayed him.
There, what do you see? Who's doing what?
I see Bean and Smith.
But let's check this out though. This why this guy here, why these police officers need to go through more training, and also need to when shit like this happen, man, they need to be held accountable, because listen to how his attitude plays a part into his next actions. Listen to how his attitude, nobody else, he got mad at himself, and watch what him made him do. Just check him out. Watch what him made him do.
Is Mr. Nichols standing up or is he on the ground?
He was on the ground. He was on the ground. And I pulled out a pepper spray.
He on the ground.
I sprayed again. And I sprayed him 2 times.
I sprayed him twice.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't working.
Third time.
The third time,
Was it working or wasn't working?
No, I sprayed him. It
I sprayed him twice.
wasn't working.
I'm hitting his ass with that pepper spray.
And I sprayed it
Fat,
the third
fat.
time. And the third time I sprayed myself.
The third time, I'm trying to spray him so much, I sprayed myself.
I backed away from the
Now the shit in my eyes.
Bean Smith. And I was trying to collect myself.
I'm coughing. I can't see.
You can't see that. You can't see.
Right.
But you've been sprayed directly in the eyes.
Yes. I sprayed myself directly line. And
Now I gotta check that out.
I backed away.
I might have seen it.
I was trying to collect myself. And then at that time, it was Bean Smith and I believe Martin was there now.
But let me interrupt you because we did this with Mr. Van, we did it with everybody. I think you've already identified it, but can you tell me what Mr. Smith is seeking for?
Seat 1.
The record reflects his identification.
You see.
Smith and Bean.
Definitely greater.
Yes.
So at this point.
Definitely. Right, top of the morning to y'all too, man. Y'all don't mind, man. Y'all hit that like button for me.
And you have sprayed yourself and you're attempting to collect yourself.
He sprayed himself.
And
Check him out, y'all. Look what this clown do.
the officers kept saying, give me hands, give me hands. And because I sprayed myself, I became angry. And I used my baton. I pulled the baton out and I approached.
I'm talking to you right now.
Cause I sprayed myself. I got mad. So I'm gonna take this baton out. Cause I don't know how to use my pepper spray.
I sprayed myself.
You dumb motherfucker.
It made me angry.
I'm mad. It just was, I'm mad.
And I approached.
Motherfucker made me spray myself.
I told them, I said I was gonna effing baton me. And I told the officers who were in the way to move. I said move. And then I used the baton on Miss Nichols 3 times on his right arm.
It's this Sprite, man. I be needing a good belch in the morning.
Had you been trained in the use of this baton?
Yes.
Did you hear this shit though?
Or just to,
How do they train you how to strike a motherfucker with a baton? I mean, I guess they can show you strikes, but I don't get that part. They can train you where to hit a person at. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm lost. I guess they got certain points where they can tell you where to hit a person at, but when a nigga on the ground, ain't no such thing as no training. Exactly. I ain't know they still. This motherfucker go to he got all his gadgets with him: baton, pepper spray, mace, taser, daggers. But what I'm saying, when a person on the ground, what training show you how to hit a person, strike a person when they on the ground, and you trying to subdue them? I don't feel like that take me back to I just got through watching what's the joint with Pac-Man in it? What's the joint with Pac-Man in it? Colors. I just got through watching Colors the other day. And matter of fact, Menace to Society, when they had Sharif and Kane, they didn't look like and Rodney King. Exactly. That ain't no training. They was kicking ass. Every time you break a baton out, you don't need no goddamn training for that. You just swing it. You swing it, that motherfucker, to get him up off you. You just swing it. Come on, man, you training. So he should have never said that. You got this man on the ground, and you said you fought. That's training. Yeah, they training you to kick a motherfucker ass. Exactly.
the physical way in which you struck Mr. Nichols.
Ain't no way but a physical way. A person on the ground, you swinging a metal baton.
Consistent
Talking about training.
Yes.
as part of
Hey, Cloud, man, you folk crazy motherfucker, man.
this baton it went back to.
Yes.
Trade
You're
it.
supposed to use it because you're angry.
Oh, trade to kill. You hear me? Shit.
You struck him 3 times with it.
On his right arm.
And you know where you struck him at. Man, get out of here. You in the shoulder, neck. You ain't hit that man on no right arm. You tore his ass up.
Do you want to see how much money your husband
On his right arm. You mad. You got mace in your ass, nigga. You ain't hit him in his right arm. I'm tripping. I just thought about that. You got mace in your ass. You mad. And that's the only place you gonna hit him at? The right arm? Nah.
Was on the ground, and the left arm was up, and he kind of was, like a knee to the ground, maybe I would say.
Okay, so sort of half up, half down.
Yes.
Being Smith still there with him.
Yeah, it's lesser force, but when a motherfucker on the ground, face on the ground, and you swinging at him, you could pop up. It can hurt you. It's shit. Man, listen here. Don't beat me with no baton. Fuck that.
You know that Emmett Martin,
I forgot. He's a smart guy. Smart guy. Smart guy. He's a smart guy. Da, 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 da. That's how he
did you know that when his soccer kicked him both times, it being Smith?
Exactly. That kid dude on with a baton. That motherfucker hurt, man.
In case I watched the video.
Mr. Technicality.
What video are you talking about?
The incident with Mr. Nichols.
Understanding this, but which video? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sky Top Cam.
Now, you had a body camera on, is that correct?
Yes.
And some of the others have body cameras on, is that correct? Or do you know?
We're all supposed to.
All supposed to.
Yeah.
Some did.
I didn't hear that.
Some did. Some did have body cameras on.
Yeah, I think yes.
The sky.
Hey, Elwood, drop the link. No, you already said it. You already said it.
Found out that the sky camera.
LA Confidential. I'm gonna check that out. I seen some shit on Whack 100 the other day though. I seen him whacking DJ Eckert. He on there going at it with Loose Cannon. We're talking about Loose Cannon, girl.
Tell us about after the 3 Baton strikes.
Yeah, talk about it after the 3 Baton strikes.
I stopped.
You stopped.
And then the pepper spray is reactivating itself again. Continue watching other keeps.
Top of the morning. So you was able to kick his ass. You was able to see
Standing there.
long enough to hit him 3 times, and then it kicked back out. It kicked back in.
Thump. I heard a thump sound.
Then you got to hearing some more ass kicking
I heard after the second one,
from the thumps you were making.
that's when I peeked my eyes open. And
You
I
peek your eyes open.
looked over and I seen Martin was punching Mr. Nichols.
You see Martin.
Did you see what Mr. Green and Mr. Smith were doing?
This where motherfucker try to shift the blame. I see Martin
Yes,
doing something, but you just got mad
Mr. Smith on the
and kicked the ass with a baton, and you just hit him on the arm.
and Mr. Martin was hitting.
Yes.
Yeah, I just hit him on the arm. I can't see,
And
but I know I hit him on the arm.
after I peeked and looked,
He
I
peeked.
was wondering, so why is he punching me?
Why'd you hit him with a baton? What is you talking about?
And
I just thought about that. Why is he punching him?
I didn't want to look no more.
Why you broke out the baton?
Smith doesn't look at what you mean.
Way out, he was punching Mr. Nichols.
Looked like it wasn't hurting.
Correct.
Looked like it could really hurt.
Correct.
Right.
Had you heard Tyre make any threats to you?
Shout out to the moderators.
I don't recall no threats.
We heard that you said something about, I'm gonna F at the time. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna fucking baton
Did
you.
you hear anybody else there make any threats?
No, I can't recall. No.
Did you ever hear anybody there say hit him?
I watched the video, I guess, and I heard the.
He got a little devious smirk on his face. His body language is very nonchalant.
Oh,
Shit, he the one telling though, right? He the one trying to get he the one telling, right?
Mr. Green's on the other side. What happens next?
Shit, you know, he done went over this shit 20,000 times in his mind.
I couldn't look no more. And
He couldn't look no more.
after that, I believe that's when he was taken into custody.
He couldn't look no more.
Now, you're not a small man.
Man, condolences to the family though, once again. Not making light of the situation at all.
Mr. Martin bigger than you?
Just taller.
Just tell her.
Check him out. Who the smallest person out there?
Who is the smallest person out there?
Officer or anybody.
Anybody?
Mr. Nichols.
Tyre Nichols was the smallest person out there.
Did you ever see Mr. Nichols?
Wow.
Throw a punch?
No.
Did you ever see Mr. Nichols try to karate kick anybody?
No.
He said karate kid.
When you said that what you saw Mr. Martin doing with Mr. Dean and Mr. Smith on the side, when you said it was wrong, well, you're doing something wrong right then too, aren't you?
Yes.
This is why I stopped watching it there right here. So now I'm gonna watch it with y'all for sure.
Stop, Mr. Martin.
Why they never do that? Could y'all drop it in the comments for a second? Why do you think police officers never intervene? Like when you see they really doing some bullshit, and even if you don't partake in it, why do you think police officers never intervene?
Don't you? You understand that you have a duty to intervene,
Yes.
even if that means intervening with your fellow officers when you see excessive force. Is that right?
Yes.
Each and every one of you officers out there had a duty to intervene, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you ever say, stop?
No.
Do you regret that?
Yes.
You ever try to get yourself in between Mr. Martin and Tyre and, well, we got this, we got this, we got this. You ever try to do that?
No.
It just don't make sense.
Like that?
Yes.
Cause they gonna get violated when they make it back to the precinct. Let me ask you this. Hey, Greta,
We got this.
are they going to trial from prison or they on the streets right now?
No.
They all locked up?
Did you ever see any of those officers out there do that?
No.
Instead, they just kept on.
I'm not even saying ratting though. I'm just saying,
You said he was taken into custody.
just say this. Sometimes you can cause us to get sued. Sometimes the police do take the backlash on shit. So when you know a motherfucker going too far, this your partner, this some bullshit. Why? Come on, bro, leave this shit alone. That ain't ratting. That's looking out. That's not indulging in bullshit. You know, that's what I'm saying. Why not be that type of nigga, man? I don't want to be around the bullshit. They don't got to snitch on no nigga to just keep them away from bullshit.
At this point, a bunch of people on top of
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't. I have to see the video again.
Or maybe motherfuckers need to start doing like they tell us. You know, instead of making yourself an accessory to the fact, if somebody jump in your car and do some shit and you in the car with, you need to get out the car. So maybe if I pull on the scene and I don't like what's going on, if I'm a police officer, I just need to pull off. They need to just pull off. Maybe that'd be the best. Just I don't know what happened. I pulled on the scene. It wasn't my call. I was a responding officer, and then, I had some more shit to do. Maybe that's what they need to do. Just alleviate themselves from the situation, man. Say they got some more shit to do. Cause this shit ain't working,
Ever
man.
wondered how the world's currencies are traded? The foreign exchange market, also known as the forex market, is the largest and most.
I think all of them out on bond except the one that took the picture. The feds wouldn't let them make bond. Let him make bond. Oh, okay.
Where did you touch it?
When I used the Baton.
I got that. So.
All out on bond.
So did you ever handle him?
No.
Did you ever hold him
No.
up? Did you ever press him down on the ground?
I wonder if they like what they doing for work and shit though. Are they on?
After.
Do they still? What is it?
He's taken into custody.
They fired, right?
Did you see Defendant Haley?
So what are they doing for work? Are they still? I don't never see no.
So at the time, you do not remember.
I don't know. These people still moving around out here and shit. I guess since then, So
You see Defendant Haley?
Yes.
We will watch it. So at the appropriate time, I'll ask you about that. Okay? Now tell me what happens next.
it might be over with that. They already got found guilty on the federal side. Okay.
Taking custody. It's parked up
So they
in the car.
okay, but they out.
That
So they just waiting to go to jail.
fire department arrived. And they were there. They were doing what they do to honor. there, Mr. Nichols like slouched over the ground.
The one who sees shit and don't say anything is just as guilty as the rest. That's why I said nigga just need to pull off. I don't know what happened because I wasn't there.
Smith said to the fire department, bag him.
Because I wouldn't sit there and watch it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they had to go to court for the state. Ah, okay. Okay, appreciate that, Ms. Muffin.
Just know Smith went to EMT or parents or something, but he did that. So I would say Smith would know better what EMT parents should do than I would do.
Gotcha. While paramedics doing whatever they're doing, we'll see it for ourselves. You know, only video while he's doing what he's doing, it's missing.
After this year, they will go to jail. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And look at his head. He got hit a lot, really hard in his head.
Yeah, this nigga here telling
I
me
didn't tell the parents.
with a baton. You just hit him in the arm, but you mad. Man, get your weak ass on. Get your weak ass on. I ain't finna hit no motherfucker in the arm and I'm mad. Nah, it don't work like that. I was mad the other day. I mean, months ago, and yeah, months and years ago. And when I was mad, cause a motherfucker played with me, I hit that ass with a golf club. It wasn't in the arm. I guarantee you it wasn't in the arm.
Yes.
Hell no.
While this paramedic stuff is going on with Mr. Nichols,
Ain't no motherfucking no arm with no golf with no.
conversations with
Nah, man.
these defendants, with defendant Martin and with defendant Smith. and
You hit that man across his shit. As simple as that.
Yes.
You contributed.
What's the substance of those conversations?
I kept asking Martin what happened, like why you stopped him and how did we get over here, how did we get to this, because I was in disbelief on how this Nichols moved. Normally as a police officer, I respond if someone looks like that. I've never been part of something when someone looks like that. So
But you
I
just.
kept asking Martin over and over.
How to get to this?
Yes, how to get to this one stop, what he did, what he had. It was, I kept asking him.
Well, you had part against her, how it got to this basis of anger.
Exactly. Goofball ass nigga. How we get to this?
At some point in these conversations, we'll watch it on the body cam, so I'm not gonna ask you exactly what everybody said.
You're crazy, man.
But did some of these defendants make statements?
That was just your way of saying you were finna talk first, goddammit. You already knew it then.
Did they make statements about everybody was rocking them or whatever?
How we get to this?
Yes, well, I listen to the video, I can tell you better.
Is there a point in the video where we're gonna see?
Play the video. This nigga goof his head. Play the video. Rest in peace to Tyre Nichols, man. Condolences to the Nichols family. His mama even took the trial. Took the stand. I ain't know who that was at first. I ain't watch it, but okay, that was his mama. Okay.
And we'll be able to see that on the body cam, is that right?
Yes.
Mr. Nichols is against this car.
I'd be so kind. I'd be so appreciative if a couple of you guys hit that like button.
Transported away.
Yes, yes.
Tell me about that.
We went to the hospital. Me and Bean went with him.
Let me see if they're gonna play the body cam.
I was falling behind. We got to the hospital and
When you were following the ambulance, were you aware of how critical Mr. Nichols' condition was?
Okay.
yes, I called Bean as we were driving and he said they're performing CPR.
Performing CPR.
But if that's for CPR, yes.
Do you want Mr. Nichols to die?
No, I do not. I did not.
Who knows what CPR means? Think fast, drop in the comment. What does CPR mean?
You're following to the hospital.
I know I got some intelligent bloomers over here. I guarantee Edward know. What CPR means, Edward? Don't Google it.
inside of one of them.
Don't Google it. CPR.
Doctors and nurses, they're working on their
What state is this true?
people sitting outside.
This Memphis, nigga. Tennessee. I mean, my bad. It's Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. They in the city.
Did y'all leave that night?
Yes,
When y'all left, was Mr. Nichols still alive?
yes.
When you left, do you have conversations with?
Shit, this downtown. 201. Same place I was at.
I don't think we said too much. We got in the car, but we was,
They hate me.
it was quiet.
They never get the likes up. Goldie. Locks. What going on? If you'll be so kind to hit that like button for me.
That night with Mr. Haley.
Yes, I did.
Goldie Locks, what you thinking about Tyre Nichols' trial?
When I was leaving the hospital, Mr. Haley kept calling my phone, and when I spoke with him, he asked me if I
Be sure to go check out the YP Hood Rich song, Whatever My Baby.
Mr. Haley asked you if you could see your body cam to see whether or not Mr. Haley was doing it.
yes.
Okay.
And then that's why I watched it real quick to see if he's on there, and I told him that I would see him running up on my body camera when I was walking away.
And
Appreciate it.
Mr. Haley at that point.
Top of the morning, top of the morning.
Mr. Nichols,
Shout out to my boy Quiz.
did you see
He said he followed the podcast every day. I met him yesterday in person, out and about. He said he fuck with me. Contacted me with a lot of people throughout the city. So, man, shout out to Quiz.
Internal feelings on the interview.
y'all have to,
Keep the positivity up, people. I try to be positive. So if you do see me in person, man, hopefully I haven't said anything about nobody you know that too bad. I try not to be on that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mr. Nichols,
you know, respectfully.
and y'all do those things that night? And that night, did you tell the truth and say, I batoned Mr. Nichols for no reason other than I was angry?
No.
Did you tell the truth and say?
They definitely should be held accountable. Cardio preliminary resuscitator. I'm watching from the bushes and then Google it. But I appreciate that, Hiller. They said fuck it. They said fuck what BigTruDat was talking about. Appreciate that, Hiller. Hiller, how you feel about this, man? Definitely need to be held accountable, though. He said he got mad. He got mad and sprayed. He got mad because he sprayed himself. So he broke out the nightstick.
The form.
You call it blue teams, all right?
Yeah, so when he was used to force, the form name was called Blue Team. And on the Blue Team, I put the use of force that I did. You put what you use. I did what I did.
And then put my other stuff.
Y'all be sure to check out that ride through the city. Say it again. I catch it.
You made a comment that
Cardio preliminary
this was all out.
resuscitation.
Yes, I said that on the scene. My lieutenant Nick go around.
I'm watching. Is that what you're talking about?
Untruthful statement.
Why would you make an untruthful statement about what y'all did that night?
Yeah, why? Why would you lie?
It was just trying to,
Cover it up.
I knew it was a bad situation. I was trying to make it seem that
Right, cover it up.
Self-evident.
King Curly, what it do? You be so kind, hit that like button coming in. Appreciate you tapping in this morning, man. Top of the morning, for sure, for sure. And appreciate to them subscribers and them members that I've been running into in the streets, though, man. Appreciate the respect, appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all fucking with me, though, for real, for real. Man, drop a comment. How y'all feeling about the Tyre Nichols trial? The ones that know about it. Just as square as they come, and I still don't mess with Twitter. Yeah, man, you know. Man, the police is really. I'm gonna say this. Hold on. So let me ask you this. What would be a time in the black people community where it's a need to call the police? What? Because I know a lot of us against them. So what would be a time in our community to call the police? When is there ever a time to call the police? When is there ever a time? Just being real. We grown-ups, we adults. So when would you ever feel like it would be a time for you to call the police? A wreck, a crash, some shit like that. Like, let me know that. Drop in the comment section, let me know. You know, because a lot of us growing up how we done grew up, we don't really fuck with the police, you know, so when is there a time to actually call the police? When do you feel like the police is actually, you know, in your benefit? Let me know that. Man, I don't be hitting the button, that motherfucker never just turn how I wanted to. Car accident, home me back. I said car accident.
Will that be C4?
Car accident, man. Look at that, all them boys got on blue suits. I just realized it. They sticking to the code, cold and blue. Boys in blue. Charge partners.
At some point, did you find out the TBI was investigating this matter? Yes. And were y'all
Must have been sponsored.
That night?
Yes.
And we'll do these one by one. Tell me who is this?
I ain't never called 12 a day in my life, folks.
And is that what you're wearing that night? All right, thank you, Martin. Say something.
Good morning, bitch. Sean Flower, top of the morning. Hump day.
There's nothing that obviously happens in these pictures.
People get really big into the sea. Facts. They goddamn blue. They hold it down for the guy. They hold that shit down. Even the prosecutor, look at him. The DA, he got on sky blue. You see what's going on? 3 shades of blue, goddammit. Carolyn Adams, what it do? When y'all come in, would y'all be so kind to tap that like button? I definitely appreciate it. Shout out to all the members, all the subscribers. What the one that supposed to been the female about? What's with the blue? I don't know. They all got on blue. You know, they just still they on their way down. They still repping the blue. Look at these boys. Shiesty mask on. Everybody rock them. They let you know they on bullshit though when the police just rocking the shiesty mask for no reason. You know, that's his get up. He made me want to take mine out the goddamn. police, he got him up. You know he old shiesty time. Police just got on the shiesty man. That's how he ride around with a shiesty mask on. Guarantee he from the city. Damn right. That motherfucker, that look. Scorpion unit. Look at him. Posing like he in the club. Just take the gear off and put a fit on. Look at him. You see what I'm saying? Cop. What you talking about? You folk mug shot, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't trying to be back on this side of it, man. Some old dead ass seats they got you sitting in.
I can give Mr. Mills his pen and just have him let their names listed, sure.
Where the footage at? Get to the footage a little bit. I ain't never seen this judge here before though. Don't want to see him, really. Serious courtroom there. You boy, they're going down though. What it look like? Well, they already going down. I know what it look like. They going down.
We're gonna watch some body cam later at the stop. Tell me what this also is.
Little body cam.
Yes, info on the Scorpion's hand, if y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Little body cam. She got her hair done for this shit. She knew she was gonna be on. She got her wig laced. Yes. Edges slicked down and shit. Look at him. No, he ain't had no business around that bullshit. Yeah, Billy. He probably one of them motherfuckers that told too. Judge Jones. Like she got about 3 hairstyles, dog. Leg though. Man, don't be afraid to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. I double dare you to like it. I triple dog dare you to like it. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Sean Flower. I double dog dare you to like it. Hey, El, I think we all knew though it was gonna come out that that 50. I mean not 50, but that WAC 100 probably was doing. He know too much. Not 3 hair. Yeah, it look like 3 hairstyle, but it laid though. It's just like a lot going on. It laid. Trying to figure it out. Man, y'all gotta start stretching. This the stretch club. When you get up in the morning, you gotta stretch them bones. It's not teeny boppers. Stretch. 10-minute stretch. Warm up. Get your day started.
Actually,
For you guys that work in the warehouse, y'all know how y'all do it. You get that routine in, you stretching to the right, stretching to the left, you rotate them shoulders, stretch.
Start, use the square, and finish.
That's a map, is that right?
Yes.
And on it, you can see the location where there was a traffic stop, is that right?
Yes.
I challenge y'all to start stretching every day.
That's where you drove in response to this call right now.
You can stretch in the bed.
Tased.
Just stretch. 10-minute stretch.
Yes.
And you were directed to go a certain direction, is that right?
Yes.
And is that the neighborhood? And that neighborhood's pictured on the map, is that right?
Yeah, whack.
The
One.
location where this
Bogus.
crime happened? Is that correct?
Yeah, man. Remember what I said the other night? I said Wack really the one that started that whole Big U kind of campaign. That smut. Regardless of how you want to put it, he kind of started that smut. And now you can tell he kind of back away from a lot of that shit though. Because you so deeply centered in it, you know, and you can see from afar that you really done contributed to the bullshit. Whether directly or indirectly.
Against the car laying on the ground, is that right?
Yes.
There's paramedics, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all are discussing things with each other, is that right?
Yeah.
The lieutenant makes a statement.
Man, I was around,
And you and your lieutenant go.
I seen the former school superintendent yesterday. What's her name? Miss Fully Love. And it's like she spoke, hey, like she knew me. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew me or something. And I wanted to ask her about the podcast, and I left that shit alone. I just spoke and kept it peace. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely wanted to holler at her and ask her about the podcast. I also saw former Mayor A.C. Warden. I wanted to ask him about the podcast too, but I just, you know, want the time, want the place, want the time.
If you really want to be a CEO, want to be an entrepreneur, you should take the first step. Create the LLC. It doesn't really cost that much to create a company. Everyone's...
Man, y'all make sure y'all watch my ass. Fuck that. Let me see. It's situated. But, going to it. Oh, there go with mama right there. Hold on. So, what y'all think, though? Tyre Nichols. I was some more shit I saw. I want to ask y'all. Hold on, there you go. This is mama right here. We got a little bit more.
You solemnly swear or affirm that testimony you give today will be the truth and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Let me get back into it one more time. Hold on. We got more on Deuce. Condolences.
Good afternoon, Ms. Wells.
Good afternoon.
Will you introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please?
Hello, my name is Rowan Wells. I'm the mother of Tyre Nichols.
Ms. Wells, will you spell your first and last name for the court reporter and for the jury, please?
My first name is R-O-W, V is in Victor, A-U-G-H-N is in Nancy, last name Wells, W-E-L-L-S.
Thank you, Ms. Wells. You mentioned you were the mother of Tyre Nichols.
Yes.
Did they get a wrongful death suit going on with these two?
Who's your husband?
Rodney Wells.
And how long have you and Mr. Rodney been married?
It'll be 13 years in November.
You mentioned Tyre was your son. Do you have other children?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury about your other children? Their names.
Kiana Dixon is my oldest daughter. Michael Cotrier is my oldest son. Lindsay Dupree is my middle son, and Tyree is my baby.
Ms. Wells, are you a native Memphian?
No.
Can you tell the jury when you moved to Memphis?
I moved to Memphis in 2008.
Okay, that's new. I didn't know that.
And I want to draw your attention back to the
She got on blue too. Exactly.
At that time, where were you living in Memphis?
Everybody got on blue.
6743 Castlegate Lane.
And who lived with you at 6743 Castlegate?
My husband and my son Tyree.
employed back at that time in January 2023?
First Horizon Bank.
Was Mr. Roddy Wells employed at that time?
Yes.
And where did he work?
At FedEx.
Was Tyre Nichols employed at that time?
Yes.
Where did he work?
At FedEx.
Did
Everybody
her
work.
husband and son work together at FedEx?
Yes.
What drove
Everybody
your attention
work.
specifically to the date of
Everybody
January
grown.
7th, 2023, Saturday? Tell the jury what you remember about how that day started and specifically your interactions with Tyre that morning.
Well, when I woke up that morning, Tyre wasn't at home. He came in about 11:30 that morning. There was a co-worker that was teaching Ty how to drive the forklift, so Tyre would go in on
Man,
Saturdays.
y'all pray for the city though. Keep the city in the prayer. There's a lot going on in Memphis though. I know it's a lot of shit going on in other states and other cities as well, but you know, I'm in Memphis right now, so I know firsthand it's a lot going on, just on all levels. Shit, we dealing with like police brutality,
2 o'clock or something like
shit,
that.
us on us brutality, just a lot, man. So pray
Took a
for
shower, messed around the house. And about 3:30, he was on his way out the door.
definitely dangerous every time you walk out the door.
Did you have a conversation with him before he left?
Yes, I was
Definitely hate
actually in
this
the
boy.
kitchen. I had just was taking out some food for dinner that night. He asked me what I was cooking. And he said, Mama, are you cooking some chicken? And I said, yes. And he said, well, how are you going to make it? And I said, well, I think I'm going to do sesame chicken today. And he just kind of rubbed his stomach. Okay. So about 3:30, he was on his way out the door. He hugged me and said, I'll see you later.
And did he enjoy your sesame chicken?
No, he never made it home to enjoy my sesame chicken.
Tell the jury what's the next thing you heard about Tyre that day?
Well, about 8:30.
Y'all got that blue on though. What this symbol is on there? What this symbol is she got on Elma? Elma, what that symbol is?
My husband and I, we were getting ready to watch a basketball game. I was complaining about my stomach hurting.
The goddamn Grizzlies.
Earlier.
And sesame chicken got her stomach
He
hurt.
decided to come in the room with me and watch the game. And we were just going to lay across the bed and watch the game. We got a knock at the door. Bang, 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 Memphis police. My husband went to the door. I heard a gentleman say, does Tyre Nichols live here? My husband, he paused a second, and then I came to the door, and I said, yes, Tyre lives here. I'm his mother. What's going on? They proceeded to tell me the police officer that was at the door, it was actually 2 police officers at the door. One proceeded to tell me that Tyre was arrested.
Strength for this mama,
And
man.
I asked her why he was arrested. And they said for DUI.
Right, who come to your house and tell me my son arrested for DUI? Weak ass shit.
And tell the jury why doesn't that make sense to you?
Cause why you come to my house?
son, he doesn't drink like that to have a DUI. We're not drinkers in our family.
Why you coming to my house for a DUI though?
Ty would barely drink a beer.
That's what I'm saying.
Something. So it just didn't seem right to me.
It's too much.
They proceeded to ask me, was he on drugs? Did he do any type of drugs? And I said, no, he don't do any type of drugs. Smoke a little marijuana. And I said, why? They said because he had all this wild strength and all this strength and everything, and they had to end up pepper spraying him and tasing him. And that still didn't sound right to me. And I made a statement. Well, if all of that happened, then somebody must have put something in his drink or something if they were saying all of this stuff happened.
If you have a 700 plus credit score, you qualify for Chase's new program.
Yeah, I make sure y'all watch my ass sometime, man. Shout out to Court TV for this. I could have just really went to the Memphis News.
That they were
That's what it
taking my
is.
son to the hospital.
They know
I
they
asked
don't
him
own the
where my
rights to this
son
goddamn.
was,
This
and
ain't
the
they ain't
officer
just
said
gonna
he was
stop.
nearby.
Shout out to
And I
Court.
said nearby.
Yeah, that ain't
They said they were gonna
protocol.
take him to the hospital because he had been tased.
Yeah, you gonna take.
I said, okay,
Nah,
the
y'all
hospital
had hurt
is
that
going to,
man.
I need to go. The officer told me that I could not go because Ty was arrested.
Yeah, stop it.
He proceeded to get, some more information from us and everything, and then they left.
After those officers left, what did you do next?
After the officers left, I started kind of pacing the floor a little bit. I got my phone, and I started trying to call my son. He didn't answer. I told my husband, come on, let's go. Let's go find Ty.
Mm-hmm.
He took a little too long, and I had jumped in the truck, my SUV, and there was another police officer just sitting out there.
That
So
shit
my
crazy.
husband came. We were gonna take the route that we thought, Tyre would come home. And because they were saying
Yeah, that's
they were
crazy.
to the hospital, we just kind of assumed that it would be St. Francis because that's where normally they take, people. So as we got into our vehicle and we drove to Rains and Castlegate, we made a right on Rains. No, we made a right on Ross, I'm sorry. We made a right on Ross. We got down to Rains and Ross. And that's when we noticed Ty's car.
Now, that intersection at Ross and Rains where you see Ty's car, how far is that from your house, Ms. Wells?
That's a
Maybe a half a mile.
decent intersection.
When you saw Ty's car there, what did
Rains
you
and
do?
Ross.
We
Nighttime though.
pulled over and
It's
I got
dark.
out the car and I started speaking to the officer that was there. The officer asked me again. It was a different officer. He asked me again, was my son on any type of drugs or anything because he just had all this strength.
They trying to justify.
Hulk Hogan strength and everything, and they had to do all these things to
His Hulk Hogan strength.
to arrest him.
So let me ask you this though.
Find out.
Just because I'm stronger than you, I'm not swinging, I'm not kicking your ass, I'm not punching. Because I'm stronger than you, that means y'all supposed to whoop my ass, y'all supposed to mace me, tase me, kick me, punch me, baton me, elbow me, rock bottom me, do all the WrestleMania moves in the world? Man, hell nah.
Find out why they were arresting him in the first place.
And did that officer you were speaking with at Ross and Rains answer that question for you?
I don't recall. He just said,
Damn right there,
my
boo,
son was
abuse
picked
that
up for
authority.
DUI, and he ran from the police. I think that's what he said. I can't remember if he.
Did you come into contact with any other
Man,
officers
at best,
on that scene?
I done seen police when a nigga strong and they can't get them, they get to hit them on their forearms, they get to hitting them, you know what I'm saying? I done seen they get to hitting their hands and shit get to hitting their arms and get to really trying to twist it. But if a nigga ain't doing, then you can't get them, just think of another way. What's the punching them and kicking them and stomping them shit, you know?
What is your plan? You just
We can work out, nigga.
What
Shit.
were you doing during that time?
Well,
Take steroids or
when I
something.
got back home, I called my daughter, because I was actually on the road with my daughter prior to the police coming to the door. And I called to let her know, Ty's been arrested. And she said, what? And after I explained to her what was told to me, we were both kind of baffled about it. And I said, well, there's nothing I can do tonight, you know, I don't even know where he is.
Wow.
I'll just figure it out tomorrow and I'll let you guys know what's going on.
She thought, man, that's wild, man.
Heard about or from Tyre.
Her son was.
About 4 o'clock in the morning, I received a phone call from a doctor from St. Francis Hospital.
Where she knew he was at.
The doctor asked me if I knew if my son was in the hospital. I said yes. I heard he got arrested and he was tased and pepper sprayed. The doctor said, no ma'am, your son is sick. And I said, what do you mean he's sick?
Check what the doctor said other than some of the prints behind it, but she can't go into what his diagnostics are. What he was talking.
Your Honor, who would approach?
Everybody got on blue. Or gray or some shit, blue towel. He the only one with a red towel in there. What's going on? What the hell is this about? He might got on a blue suit too, goddamn, with the red towel. Blue towel, blue. Now look at the camera. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the one right there, I think. I think that's the one that was talking to the, supposed to have relations with the girl or whatever. I think that's him right there. I could be wrong. The cameraman doing a great job zooming in. He ain't missing shit. Ah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Look at him. I think he the one that need him. Or was it the big dude? I remember one of them kneeing him like he was in UFC or something, or stomping him or some shit. Really, they weak as hell though. Appreciate that, Sean Flower. They weak as hell for that though. Weak as hell. What I do know. Man, what's going on? They're gonna come back in, I guess. They just didn't want us to know whatever they talking about.
See Ty.
And is that what you did?
He called my cousin and I said, get over here right now.
I'm just let it come on in.
So what he said, did you become extremely concerned about Ty's condition?
Yes, very concerned. Until to the point where I called my cousin and I said, get over here right now. We need to get to the hospital and go see Ty.
And is that what you did?
Yes.
Who went to the hospital with you at that time?
My cousin Tony, she came over to meet us, and my husband and I.
In aviation flight training, details are important. At Spartan College in Tulsa, we focus on what
That shit need to have these many advertisements in it too.
At St. Francis Hospital.
Tell the jury what happened when you walked into St. Francis.
As we were walking into St. Francis, there was another officer walking in. We were kind of going in the same direction, so I asked, you working late tonight, huh? He said, yes. He said, I'm here to sit with a prisoner. And I said, well, is the prisoner's name Tyre Nichols? And he said, yes. And I said, well, that's my son. He said, oh, okay, well, follow me. So we all proceeded to walk to Ty's room.
Ms. Wells, I know it's going to be difficult, but I want you to explain for the jury when you went in Ty's room what you saw, what Tyre looked like, what you saw, what you felt, what happened in that moment.
Damn.
When I walked into the room and I saw my son, I immediately went over to him and I fell out on him because my son.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna ride to about 8 o'clock on this live, so I'm finna make me a little grilled cheese while we listening to this though.
His nose was broken.
Damn.
His neck was split open from the swelling. He was bruised from head to toe.
I'm still here though.
It was like they beat the shit out of him. That's what they
That's
did.
what I said.
They beat the shit out of my son.
That's exactly what I
They
said.
did. That's what they did.
And Ms. Wells, were there other officers in the hospital room when you walked in?
They keep the shit out of them.
The doctor was there. There were some other officers in there. Once I saw my son and I basically passed out on him, basically. I just laid on him and just started crying. And I just burst out and said, what the fuck is going on here? This does not look like no pepper spray and no tasing. And a police officer took my husband and I out the room. My cousin stayed there and took us into another room. I want to say it was a sergeant or captain, I can't remember. We spoke briefly. And then next thing you know, all the county police and everybody was out the room. They said,
Well, I ain't prison. I don't want to encounter with
all the police
MPD.
officers that were there were gone. And so it was.
I said it though. I think I make the best grilled cheese in the world. In the world, Craig.
We were in the room with my son.
When you saw your son, was he ever responsive to you that night?
No. Tyre was not responsive. He was on a breathing machine. The machine was keeping him alive.
And did you know from the minute you walked in that room that night that your son was gone?
Yes. You couldn't. There's no way my son would have survived from that. He was already deceased, basically. I say they must keep him on those breathing machines for 72 hours. And my son was deceased.
When they brought him in, probably.
Ms. Wells, several days after that,
Damn,
you
man.
get a call like that from the hospital
Fucked
on
up.
January 10th informing you of your son's passing.
Yes, I got a call a little after 2 by the same doctor, Charles. I want to say Charles. I can't remember. I meant to look it up. Can't remember. He said, Mrs. Wells. I said, yes. He said, this is Dr. from St. Francis Hospital. I said, yes. He said, I just called to tell you that I pronounced your son deceased at 1:41 p.m. And I just lost it. I dropped the phone and I lost it. 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 Because the first thing I had to do is try to figure out how I'm going to tell his siblings that their little brother is deceased. That was one of the hardest things that I ever had to.
They acted like they arrested Stephen Adams and they was on some super personal handcuffs, 7, 8 officers. Exactly. You ever tried a grilled cheese with raisin bread? Yeah. Why wouldn't they take him to the
I heard her falling down the stairs.
Exactly. That shit crazy. So let me ask y'all this. I gotta go flip this grilled cheese over.
All my kids.
What did he do wrong in this situation? Because, you often want to, because this a real, thing in America where we have to know how to handle being stopped by the police. And there was one situation that happened right before I came home, and that shit really fucked me up. I was like, damn, that's what we coming home to? And it was where the dude got pulled over with his girl and his baby in the car, and the police just shot him real quick. And I was like, damn, and that shit hurt my soul. Like, damn, that's what's going on. So how do you even tell your kids how to talk to the police, have encounters with some of the police when they undertrained, scary, trigger happy, personal vendettas? Like, let me know.
Kids still live in California, so it was very difficult to not be there to tell them. I called my middle son, my oldest son, Michael. I told him, I don't even think he even heard me. And the reason why I say that is because a couple of days later, he called. He said, Mom, what's going on with my little brother? Why haven't you called and told me anything? I said, Mike, Tyre's gone. And he just lost it. He was like, what do you mean he's gone? I said, I told you, Tyre didn't make it. And he lost it. And then I had to call my other kids. My middle son, I had to call him. And then my god kids and everybody just started. Everybody knew at that time. Yes, that was the most hardest thing that I ever had to do as a mother, as a parent, to tell the siblings that your baby brother is deceased, and really for no reason at all.
As well as at the time that Ty passed, how old was he?
Yes,
Ty was
sir.
29. He was a 29-year-old.
He was never a threat. They pulled him out of the car.
Still trying to find his way.
I taught my son to keep his hands on the steering wheel while they talk. Don't reach for shit.
Really there. He loved to skateboard.
As well as,
I'm gonna grilled cheese, hidden say. Yes, sir. Right amount of butter.
Welcome, Mr. Rose. What can I do you? Yeah, hey, I've got a camping trip this weekend. Can I get a gray Bronco with all-wheel drive?
I got some little steak. I've been using too, grilled cheese, little steak melts I give.
My happy Tyre.
Keep them hands on the steering wheel, comply.
looked like that day when he
Facts.
left your house in the afternoon of January 7th, 2023.
Yes. He didn't have on this suit, but yes.
John, I would ask this to be marked as Exhibit 2.
Go ahead and first enter the stipulation on the record for Exhibit 1, and then we will show you.
This encounter was personal in my opinion. They had him pinned to the ground several times and chose not to put handcuffs on so they could continue. Facts. Facts. They really wanted him to, you know what, Miss Muffin, you right. They wanted him to, let's just say, for the simple fact, yes, I'm gonna say this. It's hard for a motherfucker to comply when you jumping on them though. You know what I'm saying? When you punching and stomping and kicking and elbowing and slapping, and it's hard. Motherfucker is in fear of their life. So just putting my hands behind, I'm worried. You know, so let's just say all this going on. Now, if I put my hands behind me, y'all doing this just to get my hands behind me, then what? Ain't nobody over here with reason say, okay, it's no okays, hold on. It's just boots, feet, elbows, knees, mace, tasers. So, with all these men over here, they really wanted him, they wanted to break him with punches so he could put his hands behind his back. They wanted to kick his ass like enough to where he could just tap out, and they used that as an excuse where they could have really forcefully put his hands behind his back. They could have been sitting on him, on him or some shit other than what they did, cuffing him at a time, hog time. They could have did if it was really that much. But they really just wanted to punch on him and get their shit off.
And Ms. Wells, looking up at the TV screen here in the courtroom, is that a photograph of Tyre?
He got on blue then, right?
Is that what he looked like that afternoon when he left your home?
Yes. Yes, that's what he looked like.
And Ms. Wells,
He left out in a suit.
after this occurred, you had been told, you mentioned that the officer said that night that Tyre was nearby.
Yes, nearby.
Did you later find out that the events in this case happened at Cascade and Bear Creek?
It was later on. Actually, my son, they were looking at different videos and things of that nature, and they realized that this had happened in the neighborhood. And as they started
Goddamn cheese toast is.
they realized that it happened in the first cul-de-sac.
I make mine with shredded cheese too.
Of our subdivision.
Just so you know.
And tell the jury, if you can, about how far from your front door to where this happened, that cul-de-sac where Cascade.
Anytime I make one, I be like, damn, I should have made two. Woo! Pressure. Shit. Damn cheese toast.
Ms. Wells, I'm going to pass you another photograph.
Nobody else cheese toast but mine. Fuck it.
Ms. Wells, do you recognize what's in that photograph?
Yeah, I recognize.
And can you tell the jury what you see there?
My son beaten to a pulp.
And where was that picture taken?
At St. Francis Hospital. My husband actually took this picture.
Beaten to
Is
a
that what he
pulp.
looked like when you first saw him?
Yes. As we were walking in, and I saw him, and as I was walking over towards him, my husband took this picture.
Your Honor, I ask this be marked as exhibit 3.
Hell nah, she a strong woman though. No.
Your Honor, permission to publish.
Some shit will be just edged in your memory forever, lodged in your memory forever. Traumatic incidents.
Ms. Wells, looking at the TV in the courtroom, is that photograph you just looked at?
Yes.
I replay all near-death or death experiences I done had in my life since 7, like on the regular.
Yes.
Like real shit.
At some point after Ty passed, did you all have a memorial service for him?
You know, I think they do that.
And when and where?
I think they show them pictures to get that raw emotion. You know what I'm saying? To get the raw emotion, just so it can play on the jury's psyche and let her know. You know, I think that's why they do shit like that, just to let the police know. I mean, let jury see like this is what they actually did. Damn, condolences. Sure for sure.
It was approximately, I can't remember the day.
That's okay.
I'm drawing a blank on the funeral home, and I'm drawing a blank right now.
That's okay. Did you have a service here in Memphis?
I did. Ty actually had 2 services.
And if one was here in Memphis, where was the other?
Both of them were in Memphis.
Okay.
Yes.
Just one moment, please.
Man, justice for Tyre Nichols, man. Condolences to the family. Hate that shit happened. Self-control could have went a long way in this situation. It shows you, you know how a lot of officers get caught up in the, power, abusing the badge. And shit, they took it too far, and, they just really now dealing with the repercussions from there. So, justice for Tyre Nichols, man. And, man, definitely sorry to hear that, Miss Sunflower, man. Definitely, man. You never know what people going through, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate you sharing it with me, though. One day at a time. I was caught up in a situation, well, not a situation, a couple of days ago where I was just, I got a lot of pictures in my phone and videos of me and my granny before she died. But like when I first got out of prison, like I said, I had the opportunity to move out of town when I first got out of prison. But because of my grandmother was in the situation she was, like when I got out, she was on the breathing. She was still getting around, going out, but she was on the breathing machine now. So like, damn, this ain't the granny that I left. So like, nah, I don't think I wanna, go nowhere right now. Hell, nah, my grandma ain't the granny that I left, so I can't just be too far from granny like that. Shit, Bob. So I kind of blew some relationships and some opportunities then. And I just watched my granny go down from 2017 to she left in 2020. So I said to say I was uploading a lot of pictures and videos of my granny. And I had a couple people inboxing me. I guess they felt like my granny had just passed. So I was like, nah, my granny ain't just passed. I think about my granny every day. And it was just one of them days that I felt like upload some shit in. Just me and her interactions. And that's how really a lot of videos. I got a lot of videos, like up until she actually passed. You know what I'm saying? It's same. So that shit be in my head. My near-death experiences be in my head, just all of it from the time, like I said, from I was 7 to shit. The times I done crashed, like real shit. Bullets, that shit just flash by your head, especially the older you get, you lose people, and you be like, damn, this could have happened, this could have happened, this could have happened. The time I almost got ran over. This time I almost got ran over, like this shit. Like, I know it's, man, niggas just really thankful. As I'm just sitting here thinking about it right now, niggas just really thankful. There's so many times if I would just moved over a little bit, I was out of here. That picture that's on the post where I'm scarred up, man, the 4-wheeler actually rolled over my whole body. It could have broke my neck. You know what I'm saying? I had a tire mark on the front of my head. It was from years ago. I had just found a picture and posted it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I done had so many near-death experiences that I know I'm thankful. But you definitely learn to deal with it. It never, and I'm gonna tell you this though. The one thing about death that I'm realizing, man, that shit don't get easy. You just have to deal with it because a couple of days ago I felt like I had just lost my granny. It's been 4 years, but it felt like it had just happened. Like for real. When you sit up and you just really realize like, damn, how much a person means to you or you fool with them. And my grandma used to tell, give me so much free game. Like she said everything. For real, for real. So I'm like, damn. Just sitting up like, I ain't gonna never have this time with granny no more. So that's what that shit it definitely you don't get over this shit. And it had me thinking about me and my dad relationship. Like, damn, I gotta start fucking with Pops a little more. A lot more. I know I done said this on her before. Our relationship ain't just what it's supposed to be, but I love my daddy though. So, I just gotta figure out some shit for me and him to start doing. I'm gonna start back on his birthday. I'm gonna hopefully, you know what I'm saying, to be making these plans, probably to do it a little early, but hopefully for his birthday in July, I'm gonna do something for him though. I'm go do something with him. Yep. I'm gonna do something with them, just so I can start creating them memories. Cause when motherfuckers gone, man, they gone. And you gonna miss the shit out of them. Like for real, you gonna miss the shit out of them. I know I miss my granny. Just her being around. I wish she was just still around on the damn breathing machine. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Even though I know she ain't, at that time, I guess it become like a more selfish. Because when she was getting into them latter years, like the last year became more of a ordeal for her. She was wanting to give up. We had that talk like, Grandma, I don't want you to give up. Yeah, I don't want you to give up. But man, keep being strong though, Sean Flower though, for real. Keep being strong. Keep staying positive. And yes, just keep living though. Keep living. That's all we can do in this world. Keep living though. That's for real shit though. I was gonna get into the 50 Cent and Jay Prince situation, but we'll touch bases on it maybe tomorrow. Whack 100 situation, maybe a little bit tomorrow, or maybe tonight. But shit, it's time for me to move around, get into the work situation, get it going. Y'all be easy, be smooth. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate that super chat too once again. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe, buckle up, man. Woosah, breathe, stretch, work out, run, walk, jog, drink your water. Do all that positivity. You gotta smile and laugh, and even when you don't want to do that shit though. It's easy to smile and frown. You don't want to start getting this shit like this from frowning all the time, man. So you gotta smile, for real. You see, I was finna say some more silly ass shit. I'm out of here.